Hey there guys and girls, welcome back to Skirmish Miniature Gaming. Luke here, and we're finally back filming battle reports with opponents, myself anyway, because I've had to be doing solo content during the lockdown. We're still technically kind of coming out of lockdown in the UK, but because we have a studio that we can go to and use, and an environment where we can still social distance but still put video reports out for you guys, it's great that we can now do that under the guidelines and such. So that's fantastic. We can finally get some proper battle reports out for you guys. I'm sure you've all been gagging for that. We've been putting out older battle reports that were member exclusive originally. We've changed up our Patreon now at the moment. Looking for more supporters, so please do join the clan and help support the channel, because we can't do this without further support. This game today, Nightaunt versus Flesh Eater Courts, 1,000 points. With allies, voted for by our Patreon members. So if you want to become a member, you can do that in the link in the description below, or there's the links on screen, up in the cards, etc. Get involved, get over there, and you can get involved in these votes to decide which factions face off against each other in these games. But I hope you enjoy watching this one, guys, and we'll see you there.
Rightio then, so the two war bands for today's game, and we've got the Nightaunt by myself on the left, Flesh Eaters on the right, and obviously all voted for by the our members, our wonderful Patreon members. And there's Alan!
Hello!
Which we all have already seen in the intro. Hopefully you'll get a little bit of a snippet in there. But let's take you through the warbands. So Nightaunt for me, I have, it's a pretty different one to what I've done before, to be fair. I've got the Spirit Host at the back there for my meat. We've got an ally in the shape of an Executioner, who I haven't really used before particularly, but he's got that double ability where he can net stuff essentially. So could be quite cool. Maimorn, Banshee, and then we have 3 normal Chain Rasps and the Dread Warden, who obviously can bring back my goodies. But then on the right hand side we've got Al, you've got your Flesh Eaters ready for today. I haven't used them in a while actually, so
no,
nice to see them.
I don't think I've used them since the Halloween special.
No, that's true, yeah. In fact, I may have even used them since then, maybe. I can't remember, to be honest. Alright then, so yeah, the leader on top here, yeah, that is the Crypt Flayer.
The Flayer, no, Infernal. Crypt Infernal.
And that's the leader.
And he's the leader. And then the other one there is a Crypt Flayer. Crypt Horror is the guy with the big boners, and then
yeah,
there's
he's got the gravestone.
5 ordinary Crypt Ghouls. One of them I think is the Ghast Leader model, but
you can use this one as the Ghast Leader, but
yeah,
we've only got 5 ghouls at the moment, so we're just going to use him as a ghoul, 5th ghoul.
Yeah.
But yeah, 2 awesome matchups there actually. I'm trying to work out, I think maybe you got one model over me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So pretty damn even matchup. I'm liking that. Hopefully I can tie down those flyers a bit with my netting ability, because I know how brutal they can be. But yeah, we've already drawn the cards ready for this game, folks, so we'll take you through those and the terrain setup. Terrain setup is as follows. So if I come over here, you can see the card that I've drawn there. If I flip back to the table, you can see, as always, using now the actual Warcry terrain, and just introducing random little other terrain features to mix up the map here and there when we play different games. So I replaced the ruined head that sometimes you can use with this realm gate, for instance, just to mix it up a bit, flavours it up. Other than that, though, we flipped Dance of Death. So, oh wow, that's actually, oh my god, that is definitely very thematic. Yeah, I didn't even, so Dance of Death. And we'll do a roll off now for priority. So Al, single dice. Okay, so
Draw.
Al rolling a 2. So draw, we'll roll again. 4 and a 3 for Al. So I have priority, meaning that I can choose blue or red. I'll be blue because it seems like most of the blues are on this side, so that makes sense. So we'll get deployment all sorted out, and then the victory, though, we'll take you through that now. Also, the prize, players roll off and the winner places 1 treasure token on the battlefield within 6 inches horizontally at the centre of the battlefield. The battle ends after 3 battle rounds. When the battle ends, the player whose fight is carrying the treasure wins the battle. So nice and simple. But what we'll do, we'll resolve deployment now, because you do the cards in order. Okay then, so deployment complete. Started off with the shields being dropped. So we've got the Flesh Eaters here. Al's shield contains the 3 crit ghouls and the infernal, yeah?
Yeah.
And then the hammer also went down on the edge of the table, so we've got the horror and the other 2 crit ghouls in there.
That's it.
For my battle groups, we've got my shield, which is the spirit host, the executioner, and the dread warden. So a big shield. And then we've got my Maimon Banshee, my chain rasp. We've got in my hammer, and then in the daggers, they're coming on from the flanks on battle round 2. This game lasts 3 battle rounds, so they'll come on from battle round 2. I've got the 2 chain rasps. El's got an infernal in that. I think that's deployment. We'll roll off now, El, to see who places the treasure token for the victory condition. So 2 for me, or a draw again. It's the same roll as last time. It wouldn't be Alan Luke coming back to play Skirmish Miniature Gaming if we didn't draw the first roll-offs. So Flesh Eaters win that one for El, and El, you can now place the treasure token within 6 inches of the centre wherever you wish. Yeah. There we go. El has placed the treasure token 6 from the centre.
Not
obviously
at all
where
greedily.
Yeah. Alan comes back and just right in my face. Okay, so after that we got the twist. We drew favourable position, which obviously meant I had to draw 2 more twist cards. We now need to roll off again, El, for who gets to choose the... Oh, I got a 6. So I win that one, so I will get to choose the twist, so I'll come back to you. It's between those 2 cards. Right, so El may have won the treasure token roll-off, but I won the twist roll-off, and we have Winds of Rot or Murky Swampland. Very similar theme there as well. I can add 1 to toughness characteristics of all fighters this battle, or I can reduce the movement of fighters on the battlefield floor by 1. When they make moves, but it doesn't affect flyers, and Nightaunt are all flyers. So I'm definitely picking Murky Swampland. So I think that's worked out quite well. One of us got to pick the twist, and one actually got to pick the treasure token. So
I got to snaffle the token,
yeah.
And you got to cripple my walkers.
Indeed. Okay then, so other than that, we've got the layout sorted. Let's go on to the first roll-off. Nightaunt. Oh, we really are back. Oh my! We've got a quad 4 and 2 singles for the Nightaunt. Nice start.
Yeah,
El, what are the Flesh Eaters getting? Triple 2 and 3 singles. So you've probably almost definitely got initiative, but we'll have to wait and see. You currently have initiative, so you'll have to pick your wild dice first. Right then, so wild dice have been applied, and Alan has banked his. He had to choose first, which opened up the floor for me to possibly take a challenge for initiative with a roll off, but I chose to make a double 5. Reasons on my own. Otherwise, Alan will have initiative for the Flesh Eater Courts. Battle round 1. Let's do this. Okay.
I think I'm going to activate my leader.
Activate the leader.
Yeah.
Ooh,
and he's going to spend this 2/2 on his special leader ability, and I've double checked I've got the right room mark.
Yep.
It is Bringer of Death. Add the value of this ability, which is 2 to the move characteristic of friendly fighters within 6 inches of this fighter until the end of the battle round. So that's going to be everybody.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
He's done that.
Okay. Making moves.
Then he's going to
fly down to pick
grab that.
Okay. Bear in mind, guys, obviously the Infernal and the Flares don't get affected by the ground movement because they fly, so that's the first movement. So he just ignores terrain as well with the flying. 10 inches movement.
He's just going to get the hell out of dodge with that.
And fly over to the flank, yeah.
Look with that lovely treasure.
Nice, okay.
I see him done.
Kind of what I expected he'd be doing. Yeah, so I'll activate the Executioner. He's going to fly 6, then a couple more inches because he has to use 2 moves to get over and in between those 2 and trap those in.
Oosh.
Get them within an inch. So they'll be trapped in. This one on the edge will be alright, but he'll have to jump off now or jump across here. And then at the end of his activation, he'll use a double for staring death in the face. And he'll use that on the Crypt Horror. How he's staring, he's literally staring death in the face because he is deaf. And what it is, it's essentially that kind of universal net ability that some of the models get across Warcry, but in this case, I actually take the measurement from the double, so it's a 5 in this case, which means 5 inches. I'm guessing he'll be within 5 there. That's
easy,
lovelyly done. Okay, so then on a 3+, so I still need to get the roll, he'll be netted. Oh no! What to the double. Okay, so not to be. Okay, so what I'll have to do is leave it there, and now that bloomin' Cryptora is going to get to do what he wants. So what are you doing now? Activate the Cryptora?
Yeah, I think we're gonna just double move and set up a defensive line in front of him.
So we worked out he's -1 move, but +2 move from the bubble you popped off with the Crypt Flare Infernal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so double moving, helping out the Infernal over that side. Time for the Spirit Host. And he's going to, so double moving for 10 because he's 5 movement and he flies, so he doesn't really care about the rule. Murky Swampland, gets up on top there, and then he's going to use Rampage with my quad 4 to use an extra 5-inch move that'll get him comfortably down there next to the Flayer, but not in combat with the Horror. And then he'll get his 3 attacks. So we love fishing for crits with these Spirit Hosts. 6 attacks. If we get crits, it's 4 damage. Ooh, 2 crits and 2 hits with 5s. Is what we needed because I'm only strength 3 and you're going to be like toughness 5 or something ridiculous. So that is 10 damage. Not bad. Not a bad start. On to your activation now. What are we doing? We've got some ghouls.
Yeah, I think this boyo here will just
attack, yeah.
Just get stuck in. So I'm needing 5s.
5s, yeah. Go for it.
3 dice.
Nice.
Not a 1. Oh no,
hits.
1.
Yeah.
Just 1.
1 damage.
Just 1.
And go for his second load of attacks here.
Oh
nothing off the second one. Okay, so didn't do as well as my Spirit Host for hits
1
there for sure.
damage.
But 1 damage. Right, my Mon Banshee will double move 12, and he's going to get right over there where he needs to be. Boom! Straight over into the middle there. The other ghoul on the other side of the Executioner here. It's a ghoul party.
Oof.
Oh, 2
crits.
What's he got? Crit damage 3 by the looks of things. So that's 6 damage already, and then you got another 3 rolls. Go for it. Oh, so a crit again. That's another 3. He's taken 9 damage, so he's on 10 overall now. We'll get another Chain Rasp. He's going to go... I'll say another Chain Rasp. It's the only one so far. He's only got 10, so he'll just move up just behind the Mimon there. Onto another Ghoul for El, because that's all he's got left for you. And that Ghoul there, you can make a jump across into the Executioner, and then I get 1 attack action, yeah?
Yep.
3 dice. Oh! Hits and a crit. They're not doing bad now, these ghouls.
That's 4 damage.
4 more. Okay, 14 damage in total for the Executioner. Just 1 activation left for moi, and it's going to be a double move from the Warden, I think, and he's going to get stuck in. I think he might actually go that way, to be honest, because I've got reinforcements coming on from there, so he's just going to double move, come up behind that ghoul who's already been, and that's him done. So the ghouls, both going to double move, 6-inch movement this round due to the 2-inch buff, and then they've also got -1 to the 6-inch movement. Yeah?
In fact...
Keeping them away from the Chain Rasp, yeah?
Yeah, let's just
trapping in the mine.
Let's just do 1 at a time.
So that's the end of the first round. That's moved on pretty quick, actually. It's usually there's a lot of movement first round in Warcry, isn't there? So, but yeah, I think it's going to be tough, man, to take out this Infernal in time, but we'll see what we can do as we go into Battle Round 2 Initiative Roll-Off. Initiative Roll-Off, the Nightaunt. We're getting double 4, double 1, and we've got 2 singles. Okay, interesting. Go for it, Al. Ooh, triple 6. So
and
similar to and a triple 2. What a strange roll. Does, however, mean that I will have initiative. You've got 2 wild dice to spend, and I've got 1, so I'll have to choose first, followed by Al. Right then, so I chose first, and I chose to make a triple 1 with 2 singles, and I've got a double 4 already. Al rolled 2 triples and did bank 1 last round, so therefore is able to make 2 quads. I don't think we've had that before, have we? Probably not.
I don't recall it, no.
No, it's pretty cool though. So I'm not looking forward to this Infernal just absolutely raging. Blood feast for him. But we'll go on to the second battle round. I'm going to be dropping in my reserves first with initiative, followed by Al on this side with his Infernal. There we go, reserves have dropped in, the Infernal on that side for Al 3 inches in, and centre point from there for the Chain Rasps for moi, for the Nightaunt. Time for the Executioner to make a breakaway so I can net that Infernal. He's going to disengage 3, and because he can fly, he's going to drop straight off the edge. And then he's got 6-inch movement, I believe, so that means he can come over this way. There we go. If you don't mind moving him across, that would be handy actually. Push him across to there, yeah, it's about there, yeah. Okie dokie. I've got just enough there with 4 inches to net the or deaths there on the Infernal before he probably does much worse against me. But he disengaged and moved, and at the end of his activation he's going to use that double 4 for 4-inch range on Deathly Stare on a 3+. Come on! Yes! So you can't disengage or move now with the Infernal for this battle round. So he's not going to get away anyway, but that just means I'm going to anger him more. So Infernal, yeah?
Yeah, since he can't move, he's got to fight. So he's going to spend his quad on the Royal Hunt. Bonus move action, then a bonus attack action. Obviously I can't move.
So just the attack,
so it's just a bonus attack. But in addition, add 1 to the attack's characteristics of this attack if the fighter is within 1 inch of a friendly fighter, which he is.
Nice, okay.
So he's going to get a free attack. He's normally got 5 dice, so he's looking at 6 dice.
Nice, okay. Okay, so I'm toughness 5 being ethereal, so
this
it's
is
going to
my
be 5s.
This is my free attack.
Yep. You only get 2
got
hits,
2.
no crits so far, I'm happy with that.
So that's 4 damage.
Still 4. Okay, 4 damage. So only 5 attacks now for the normal attacks. Looking for 5s or 6s.
Not a
Ooh,
1.
Terrible. Okay, the Death Stare has worked so far, and this is where you roll 5 crits.
1 more swing.
See what you can do. Oh, there it is. Well, I shouldn't have jinxed that, should I? 3 crits, and I know for a fact he's nasty.
That's 15 damage.
And he's caused 4 in the first one.
So yeah, that's
19, so I'm on
total.
11 health there remaining. Okay then, so that was the Infernal's chance to smack me, and now the Spirit Hosts have been angered, tormented, and they're going to swarm the Infernal using Frightful Touch for my 111, which only the Spirit Host can use, and it means that I get hits count as crits for the entire battle round for him. So both attack actions it'll work for. Very nice. So 6 dice, 5s and 6s count as crits. So here we go. Oh, and it's worked so far because that's 3 crits already, and that means 12 damage already. Second load of attacks. I'm slowly taking him down. Oh no, that's not what we wanted at all. I need re-roll that though because it's cocked. Oh, I did get a crit. Okay, so 4 more damage there. Okay, so the Infernal has taken 24 damage overall, so he's got 16 health remaining.
Call the Royal Hunt again.
Yeah,
with
definitely.
the other quad.
Oh dear.
So he gets a bonus move and attack.
+1 attack
so
on
that's
the attack as well.
boom.
Being within 1 inch of the Infernal, yeah?
Yep.
5 attacks for the 3
Needing
one then.
5s though.
Okay. Oh,
just 1.
Hits.
That's 2 damage.
And then you get 2 normal attacks with only
with
4
1
attacks,
less dice, yeah.
See what else you can do. Another 2 from the hit there, and then what's the crit damage?
4.
So that's 8 damage so far.
8.
And keep
1
going.
last one.
You need 3 damage on this.
Oh, come on, baby.
Oh!
No!
Oh, the Spirit Host lives!
Fluffed it.
Oh, he's probably alive for the round now as well, isn't he?
Yeah,
That's
he's
madness.
fluffed it.
Oh wow, fluffed his lines. Okay, I'm on 3 health remaining. Okay, then let's just kind of see what we can do here to the this guy, because obviously we don't reduce movement here for my Nightaunt, so it's just going to be 5 inches to get around the back a bit there, and I'll be enough space to get the chain rasping as well there behind. So that's
because
nice.
you can fly straight over.
Yeah,
You don't
straight.
have to fit through the
Yeah,
gap.
indeed. Into the Infernal, and then we're going to have some pretty Weasley attacks here, but any damage counts right now. 3 attacks here on 5s. No, oh, 1 hit, 1 damage. I'll take it. Crit flare.
Yeah, he's just
20 inch movement gets him within 1 inch quite comfortably of the
he's just got
executioner.
enough to get in there. That's all he can do really.
Nice one. So he's flying straight over as I'd expect from him.
Bit of support for the other blokes.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, and then we're going to go into my next activation. Yeah, I'm going to activate this. So the chain rasp, he's going to fly over and he's going to get 5 inches straight over the top and into these 2 just perfectly. And then he's going to use the second one to obviously attack the Crypt Infernal. 3 attacks, come on, give me some crits. Oof. Oh, got another hit for another damage. 14 health left for the Infernal.
I guess we'll just get on with over here.
The Ghoul into the Mimorn, yeah?
Into the Mimorn, yeah.
Okay, so Ghoul into the Mimorn, needing 5s. And nothing. And again, I guess. Keep swinging. And 1 hit for
1
1
Weasley hit
damage.
for 1 damage.
Then we're going to go with the Dread Warden. He's going to disengage straight off the top because he can fly and he doesn't give two hoots. So yeah, we'll get him straight down with 3-inch disengage. And then we're going to fly across towards the Infernal again. 5 inches of movement. We will go get ourselves into the mix there. We can't quite engage, so it's just going to be behind there. And that'll be me. Mighty Leap for the crit roll.
And get into contact.
Because he's not affected movement when he starts above ground. It's if you start on the battlefield floor that your move is reduced by 1. So he's good to jump straight across and then 1 attack action into the...
Yep, needing 5s.
Executioner. Oh, crit this time.
Though.
How much?
That's 3 damage.
Was that 17 damage now Al, on the Executioner, I believe? Because we said he had 14 before. Okay. The Mime one's going to disengage 3 and he can fly, so he's going straight up top to there. And then he's going to use his 6-inch movement and he's going to make sure you're trapped in next round. Perfect amount to drop down behind you. And I don't think you can get away now there, even with the... You might be able to... No, you can't, because you have to end up more than an inch away from enemies when you disengage. So even though you've got fly, you're still going to be screwed there. So I've done my job. That's what we plan to do this round. So even though Maimon can't attack you, he should be okay, hopefully.
He's going to have a mosey.
The ghoul, yeah?
Yeah.
He's going to go over to the...
and he can engage...
Dread Warden.
He can engage that Dread Warden.
Okie dokie, nice. Ghoul moved, getting an attack into the Dread Warden as well.
Needing 5s. Got a crit.
Okay, 3 damage.
That's 3 damage.
Nice. So there we go, Dread Warden down to 13 health remaining. Onto the Nightaunt again, and then we've got 2 crit ghouls to go, and I think we're finished for this round. And then we're on to the penultimate round after that, and I can tell you, 5 inches to the top there, and then I've got 5 inches to jump down on the other side of the Infernal. So he is completely surrounded now. There is no chance he's getting away there. So you get 5 inches movement for the first move, starting up top. Jump down, and then second move of 4 inches, I guess. Get yourself around the corner there and into combat with the Executioner. The other ghoul might as well go straight away because he's the only one left on the battlefield to go now, I believe. Jump him off as well. Down he goes, and another 4-inch move, just about into the Executioner, perfectly done. And so that is the battle. It's all in this corner now, and I've just about managed to trap that Infernal in the corner. As we go into battle round 3, the final battle round, no reserves left to come in, so last initiative roll. I'd like a quad this battle round, I think. Roll off then, initiative and Nightaunt. Oh, that's a strange roll. Oh, we definitely might have initiative though, and I'm happy with that actually, because we could do with initiative this round, to be fair. Both got a wild dice each this round. 4 singles for me. What are you getting, Al? Go for it. You've got a double 5, double 6, and 2 singles, so there's no chance you can take initiative.
No.
But you do have those doubles.
I've got some nice rolls.
Indeed. Okay, so I had to choose first here. 111 made for some frightful touch for me. 666 for Al. And the main thing for me here is that I've got initiative, and it's setting up for an amazing, what's going to be an amazing last battle round here.
It's anybody's.
It's heating up now. It's heating up. There we go. So here we go. Spirit Host is going to go, spending that 111. We've got 6 attacks here. And remember, Frightful Touch means 5s or 6s against the Infernal will cause crits. So let's see what we can get. We need good rolls still. Oh, 2 critical damage. That's 8 already. And you've only got 14 left, I think. So that means 6 health remaining, I believe. It's going to be close. Can we do it on this second roll? That's 8 damage. That's enough, isn't it? Yeah, 8 damage from the 2 crits again. So you are on 6 remaining. So yeah, 2 more than is needed. Down goes the Infernal on the second attack. However, you do drop the token.
Damn!
Right then, so even though the Spirit Host took down the Infernal, which I'm kind of proud of, because it's not easy to beat him, you've dropped the token, Alan, you've chosen to place it there. And we've just been running through this because it's kind of weird. You're already in base contact with these 2, and so that means you can't make a move action to stay in base contact because you're already in base contact with 2, so it's impossible to move around bases and not end the movement as close as you were. So the only thing you can do is disengage and move exactly back in pretty much where you were within an inch of that treasure token and pick it up. I think we've said, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Because you can't fit this way either with your base. You can just about squeeze through here because the ruins aren't quite blocking your way, so you can disengage.
So
we'll leave you where you are anyway,
he'll
by
go,
the thought.
"Whee!"
Disengage, move back in, pick up the token. So on to the next activation for me, because Crypt Horror has moved back in, picked up that, but that is him done, he can't do anything else. He's trapped in with a Chain Rasp. The Mimorn will however go next, because pretty much comes down to whether that Mimorn can now cause some crits on this attack roll. Otherwise, I think it's going to be too hard to take down this Horror. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. Let's see what the Mimorn can do. Strength 4, Toughness 4, because Mimorn's the only Nightaunt with Strength 4. So 4's needed. Nah, I needed it. I've got a hit there for 2 damage, but other than that, the only thing I can do now, guys, I've got Chain Rasp in there. These 2 Chain Rasps can get 1 attack each after moving. Dread Warden and the Executioner are trapped in, so there's nothing they can do. And with that being said, I just don't think the Chain Rasps are not going to cause enough damage to take out the Horror, because he's got 28 health left, unfortunately. So the only thing is with Warcry, when you're dealing with trying to catch treasure, is that if it drops after your activation, your opponent can then obviously move in on it. So maybe I should have waited with done the second attack action into the Horror, and then maybe have waited to attack next round with another fighter. But it's hard to say, really, whether it would have been worth doing that or not, because you were only on 4 health remaining, I think. So maybe would have been a wise decision to possibly attack with the Mimorn and then have moved or something. But looking at that roll, if that was Mimorn's roll, he would have needed a second attack anyway, so it would have been the same scenario. So it's kind of, I don't know, it's a strange one, that. Would have been interesting if I'd played that slightly differently, but there's no way I could have necessarily foreseen that, I suppose. But yeah, that was a good game back, Al, to be fair.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Unfortunately, no awkward left-handed handshake.
We can't have our awkward... But I salute you, sir.
Yes, indeed. So... yeah, great first game back for myself and Al, or myself and anybody, to be honest. I've been on solo games going crazy for a few months now, so a couple of months. So great game to come back on. Flesh Eaters, always so tough to play against. I think they are definitely top tier, aren't they, for Warcry?
Yeah, I almost feel guilty using them. I only used them today because they were voted on, really.
Yeah, so we said, obviously, all have said in the intro as well, Patreon members each month, we're giving them a chance to vote as to which factions they want us to use for 1 game a month for both Kill Team and Warcry. And this one was voted for last month by the members, and therefore we've played this matchup, and great vote, members, because really cool thematic game. But let us know what you guys think watching the video. Are you happy that we finally got some Warcry and such back? With Al, who's back obviously, being able to play games with us. Hope you enjoyed this one, and we'll see you next time, guys. Happy skirmishing.
Hi there, hope you enjoyed that video. Please throw a like and subscribe below, plus make sure to hit the notification bell to be reminded when new content drops. If you would like to support the channel further, you can do so via Patreon. Just hit the logo on the right hand side of the screen to visit our page. It helps with running costs, new models, terrain and better equipment, and all importantly pays for the time we put in to keep the channel alive. Thanks so much to all our members, we wouldn't be here without you. You can also check out more of our content on screen. Otherwise, have a great day and happy skirmishing.